Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Color Me Bad Lynn, back to share another holiday favorite of mine, or it's another one of those random fragrance videos, untitled, no rhyme or reason. We just want to come on and chat it up about this old school hidden gem. I don't know if it's so hidden because I know a lot of people know about this fragrance. It is one of my absolute favorites. It's a total compliment getter. If you're interested to find out what fragrance I'm coming on to share today, please continue to watch. Alright, so let's get into it. But before we do that, I would like to formally greet and welcome you to our channel, or my channel, because it's only me, right? Teddy sleeps somewhere. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if this is your very first time meeting me. Depending on when you get an opportunity to watch this recording, happy holidays, season greetings, get well soon. Happy, joy. I'm Color Me Bad Lynn. I am a beauty professional among many other things. And on our channel, or my channel, I should say, we talk mainly about fragrances. We talk about the fragrances that are in my collection, those that are on my wish list. It's a lot of them. All things beauty. Anything pertaining to beauty, we're going to tap into it. Beauty inside and out. We're also going to talk a little bit about love. Let's see if I can do this right. We're going to talk about love. My grandbaby taught me how to do that. Love, romance, relationships, a little bit about dating, family issues, and faith, most importantly. So let's get into it. The fragrance I want to come on and share is from the design house of Calvin Klein. I've shared many times over that I love Calvin Klein fragrances. They just do your girl right. You can find them for extremely affordable prices, especially if they've been around for a long time, unless they've been discontinued. But they always just work really well. There's only a couple of Calvin Klein fragrances that don't work well for me. And those aren't even worth mentioning because they probably are someone else's favorites. And so we won't even get into that. The fragrance that I want to come on and share with you guys is an oldie but goodie. It is called Obsession. And this one is Obsession for women. This is the bottle here. I'll bring it in a little bit closer so you guys can kind of see it. Hopefully you can see. The writing is almost the same color as the juice. And so this is so good, you guys. So I revisited myself with this fragrance earlier this week and wore this. And when I tell you that, now this isn't for everybody, but this is a beautiful fragrance, especially for this time of the year. It has a little bit of a nostalgic memory for me. I don't know of anybody up close that actually wears this fragrance. If they do, I don't know anything about it, but I've just always liked this fragrance. I love this one. I love Escape. There's so many of them that I love that are from way back in the day that still work beautiful. And most of the time, as I stated before, most Calvin Klein fragrances just work wonders for me. So let's get off into a little bit about this fragrance, and if this is something that you may be interested in adding to your collection. You do know that there is like a Obsession Night, which I love. Comes in a blue bottle just like this one. Then there's Obsessed, which is the clear juice. And then all of these scents, of course, come in male versions as well. I love the Obsession for men as well. This one is for women, but I can definitely smell a gentleman rocking this scent. It could very well be unisex. You buy it, you wear it. Your main, of course, of this fragrance is amber. It's warm, spicy. It's so good, you guys. It's woody. It dries down extremely powdery. At least it does on my skin. It's aromatic, which I really love. And normally when you have an aromatic fragrance that's also animalic, once that air hits it, if you layer your fragrance right, this thing lingers like nobody's business. Again, it's woody, powdery, aromatic. It is musky, animalic, of course. It has vanilla in it. This goes really beautiful if you have a really nice vanilla lotion or body cream or body oil. beautiful with this, along with the body lotion and all that good stuff. We'll get into that later. It's smoky and it's balsamic. If you guys don't already know, I love a smoky note in my fragrances, a tobacco note in my fragrances, especially during the wintertime, because it adds a beautiful component, beautiful texture, and it takes a fragrance from being regular to dynamic, powerful, and beautiful. Alright, so you already know that this fragrance is loaded down with goodness, right? This, again, is Obsession by Calvin Klein. It's an amber, spicy fragrance for women. Of course, anyone who wants to wear this absolutely can. Obsession was launched way back in 1985. So when this first came out, I probably didn't even know that much about this fragrance, but it didn't take me long to get hip to this one. The notes behind this fragrance is Jean Gouchard. Thank you, Jean. The top notes of this fragrance are vanilla, basil, bergamot, mandarin orange. There's green notes in here, peach and lemon. This is so pretty, you guys. Like, I'm gonna take my time with this one. This is one of my old school favorites. This is one of those fragrances that are right in there for me, like with the original Opium by YSL, Rapture by Victoria's Secret, you know, those types of fragrances. This is so good to me. So if I start crying about this, don't think it's strange. Think it not strange. But I love this fragrance. It's so good to me, you guys. Your middle notes are what I love to call your heart notes. There are spices in here. So you know you've got plenty of warm spices like your cinnamon and coriander and things like that. Which we're getting to that. Sandalwood, you got coriander, we got oak moss, you got cedar, you got a little bit of orange blossom. My nose is really good because I didn't even read that note, the coriander, and I could smell it. You can kind of taste it, right? Again, orange blossom, you got a little bit of jasmine. You definitely have your rose in this fragrance. If you don't already know, I love rose notes in my fragrances. Most of my fragrances have a rose note in them, if they're just not all rose. Your base notes. Now, this is what you get when your fragrance dries down. Supposedly, everybody's body chemistry doesn't always pick up all the notes in fragrances. But this one, I think this fragrance develops all the way for me. And I think that's what I love so much about this one, you guys. You get amber, you get incense. There's more vanilla at your base. You've got civet, which is an animal. That's where you get your animalic note from. And then you got musk, which is, of course, the extraction from. And then you got vetiver at the base. That shocked me because normally fragrances like this that work really good for me have vetiver and patchouli in them. This just has vetiver in it. Normally vetiver you'll find mainly in male fragrances. They like to pair it a lot of times with like lavender. They like to pair it again like with patchouli and things of that nature. When I tell you that this fragrance lasts all day, all night until you scrub down, it does take a very, very particular taste. And so if you get your nose on this and you go, I don't know what this is, it does. So if you like fragrances like Youth Do by Estee Lauder, if you like Aromatics by Clinique, again, if you love the fragrance maybe like Rapture, those types of fragrances, it's strong beast mode. If you like YSL by Opium, you would appreciate this fragrance. There are so many ways that you can layer this fragrance and just lay it out. You can use rose based layering. You can do orange or mandarin orange. You can do lemon, peach. You can do vanilla. You can do so much with this fragrance, you guys. It's so many ways you can pull this, layer this, and really, really enjoy. This is a perfect holiday season fragrance. I love this. I like wearing this in the summertime too. It's a little bit heavy for the summertime. And because I'm a heavy sprayer, this would be something that I would wear like if I was going to like an outdoors event and I wanted to make sure that when I bust a sweat, we're going to get fragrance and not what I had for dinner the night before. This is such a beautiful offering from Calvin Klein. I love, love, love this fragrance. And now for your church announcements. Kanye West 2024. Mental health is important. Banana pudding tastes better in the wintertime. A great cologne does matter. And last but not least, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And these were your church announcements. That was important. That was really, really important. So I do want to thank you guys for chiming in. I thank you guys for clicking on the like. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Welcome. We are glad to have you. Give a shout out down in the comments below and let us know where you're from, what your real name is. It's kind of hard to respond back to people with some of the names that are some of the names that we go by on YouTube and social media, because we don't know. Like, we don't know who you are. So I have to get used to that. You know what I mean? Because, like, I like to try to look at the picture, and the pictures are so small to try to see, do I know these people? What's going on? What's happening? We are so glad to have you, with all jokes aside. Really, really glad to have you. I do have an Instagram, okay? And so it is an active one, the one that I kind of access on a daily basis. I would love to meet you over on Instagram. Really have a lot of fun over there when I log in, because I gain an opportunity to learn so much about fragrances like that I knew nothing about, that I all over the world. Just a lot of people that collect, you know, people that show their whole collections, and you get an opportunity to see things and learn so much. And then there's some sweethearts. Most people who collect fragrances are like really, really unique people and super, super sweet. And so it's really nice to connect with people who have a little bit in common with you. That's not the only thing that I'd like to do, but it's really cool to link up with people who have something in common with you. Especially when you have fragrances that you share that they have in their collection or that they've had before, or you may share a fragrance that their mother or grandmother had back in the day, or that an ex-lover gave to them and they still have it, or they hate the perfume or cologne because somebody that they're no longer with gave it to them. Like, there's so many memories connected to fragrances and colognes and things like that. Do you guys keep your fragrances and colognes when you're no longer in a relationship with somebody? I don't. Yeah, I get rid of them. Toss them. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. Thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and support. I wanted to come on and share that for you because I really couldn't wait to talk about it, because I revisited myself with it. This is a full bottle. I actually spray out on. When I got this, it came with a miniature. It came in a gift set. And so I use my miniatures first whenever I get miniatures. I use my mini fragrance bottles first before I spray out on my big bottles, especially if it's a nice size bottle like this one, because I like to preserve my fragrances, and that's an oldie but goodie. And so, like I said, I wore that fragrance the other day. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you right now, it gave me nothing but goodness. I will share something with you though. When you first spray that out, you're going to be like, what in the... Give it 60 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, once it kind of calms down and all of those heavy notes form, because remember, it is aldehydic and animalic, so it's beast mode. But once that thing settles down, if you like those types of fragrances, trust me, you are in for a treat. It will override any dinner you're cooking, any brunch you're cooking. Smelling so good. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. So thank you guys again for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and support. And again, shout out to all of my new subscribers. You guys rock. Tell a friend. Share my videos. Hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't. Happy holidays, everybody. Toodles.